Out of the rubble of the 2005 earthquake, USAID worked with governments and local communities to rebuild lives and institutions. The Improving Livelihoods and Enterprise Development Program was created to rebuild livelihoods and destroyed enterprises in the agriculture and tourism sectors of Mansehra, Pakistan and Bagh, AJK. The ILED is implemented by CNFA, who believes that empowering people economically through a market-driven approach gives them the tools and confidence they need to change their lives. ILED began by helping people recuperate their lost assets of animals, cereal crops, horticulture, and irrigation. The ILED's value chain and local economic development programs followed with enterprise and job creation and improving the overall business environment.
Had the associations been formed earlier, our people would have been in better position. When CNFA came, they helped us a lot by explaining to us about the merits of an association. I think the best thing was the idea of linkages development because it has helped us a lot, especially when it comes to our animals. Before this, even the animals were dying. The doctors would not respond to our requests, but now all our worries are gone because of creating linkages. I have 2 cows and 4 buffaloes. We are trying to establish ourselves on our own again. USAID gave the package of 1 and 2 buffaloes to females in our village. After waking up at 4:30 in the morning, we offer our prayers and start our day by milking the buffaloes. We milk them twice a day as a daily routine. Earlier, we used to take milk to the market, which was a big hassle, but now, thank God, USAID provided us with milk chillers, which are such a blessing. Because of this chiller, now our milk does not go to waste, and while sitting at home, we can earn money as well. In an association, we take all the decisions collectively. In addition to that, we also do the buying and the selling together. Now, by the blessings of God, every woman has at least 2 to 3 buffaloes. Even though we were very poor, I remained very much concerned about the education of my children. I managed to pay for my daughter's master's degree by selling milk obtained from the buffaloes, which USAID provided to us.
It comprises of 400,000 population and the literacy rate is very high. But it was one of the most affected districts in Azad Jammu Kashmir. So I think it was a very ripe time for CNFA to start its activities in Bagh district.
ILED actually have given an entirely new dimension to the rehabilitation of earthquake-affected people of Mansehra and AJK by pioneering the enterprise development through USAID-adopted value chain approach. Just as we have done in potato, poultry, fruits and vegetables, grants to improve the dairy sector have been targeted to address key segments of the dairy value chain in input supply, production, aggregation, value addition, and marketing. We have helped establish livestock input supply stores and veterinary stores at input level, delivered quality, productive, descript breeds of buffaloes at production level, milk collection units at aggregation level, have provided value addition grants for making ice creams, cheese, yogurt, whey, and butter at processing level. And finally, linked these entrepreneurs to hotels, bakeries, and other users at marketing level.
I am the president of the Bagh Women's Poultry Association. My father has been a broiler farmer since the last 20 years. My mother and I run this farm. We created the Poultry Association with 30 members. The women who joined followed me as an example. The profit that I make from here, I use for my studies and household expenditures. When we first contacted CNFA, they granted us a package for our business which included 1,000 broiler chicks, equipment to run the poultry shed, and an earthquake-proof shed. The benefits of our association are that we can contact all other associations. We can also buy chicks and feed together. This reduces our running costs a lot and saves us from wasting time. Thanks to CNFA, we are now self-sufficient and we are successfully carrying out our business.
In the poultry sector in AJK, we went beyond that, and now in absolute numbers, the numbers of broiler businesses in Bagh account for about 33% of the total in Bagh district.
ILED strategically enabled the public sector with a vaccination cold chain, disease diagnosis capability, and restoration of its hatchery equipment and parent flock. AJK's first and only private broiler hatchery now sells chicks to broiler producers near and far.
Conventionally, the people are producing cereal crops, that is maize, wheat and rice. We tried to switch them from cereal to fruit plants. We increased the number of plants 2 times. At the same time, we did intercropping with the farmers. There are several examples where the people used to go to Karachi, do the labor work over there, do some work in the mills. Now they are working in their own homes. There is a lot of improvement in the livelihood, and this will multiply after 3 years. When the tunnels will multiply, when the fruit orchards will come into full bearing, and the jobs will be available around the years.
Value chain component is the pivotal component of ILED. It seeks to generate new employment and income opportunities, improve competitiveness of products and services, and increase access to markets. ILED, through its value chain component, has invested more than $5 million to develop more than 3,000 enterprises. It has provided trainings to about 12,000 individuals, including more than 4,000 females.
The main objective of ILED is to make the businesses established under the value chain component more profitable and sustainable through collective purchase of inputs, collective sale of products, and enhanced bargaining power to access resources and services. The association formation process undergoes through writing bylaws, establishing association offices, and registering with the government. The next step is capacity building of the associations, which includes in-house training on conducting meetings, writing minutes of the meetings, and the bookkeeping. In addition to in-house trainings, we organize exposure trips, study tours, melas, and cross-valley visits so that the associations can learn from other sources and share their experiences. Another task of association is to create linkages of associations with market, government line departments, NGOs, and other service providers. Another task of ILED is to establish public-private partnerships, which is done through formation of sectoral working groups, meetings with individual service providers, and market actors.
ILED harnessed the congenial agroclimatic conditions of the higher elevations in Mansehra by introducing high-yielding potato varieties, innovative storage structures, and linkages to the public and private sectors, all to establish a sustainable seed potato industry.
Agroclimatic conditions of Batakundi are ideal for the production of quality seed potatoes. ILED supports seed potato producers and has created seed potato industry, developed potato storage technology, and has built 38 potato cellars for snowbound Kagan. We have improvised the natural conditions to enhance durability of potatoes, which resulted in significant post-harvest losses from 50% to less than 1%. Now the potato farmers have got quality seed available locally and do not need to import expensive, diseased, and inferior quality seed from other parts of the country.
At first, we only used to grow table potatoes, but now because of ILED, they have taught us how to grow seed potato. Earlier, a 50 kg sack of table potatoes was sold for 500 rupees, but this year a 50 kg sack sold for 1800 rupees. Now our crop sacks are tagged, which signifies our registration, and has added to the value of our product. Before ILED, we used to make a pit in the ground and put all the potatoes into it, covered it with soil, and left the area for the winter for about 6 to 7 months because of the extreme cold. But when we returned, most of it used to become rotten because rats used to burrow and water would come in, which used to destroy almost all of our seed potatoes. It was very tough for us to cope with that, but now, as you can see, not even 1% of this cellar-stored seed is rotten.
अभी हम इसको इंशाल्लाह लगाएंगे, ये ठीक ठाक हो जाएगी.
As water scarcity chronically grows as a global concern, with deep local impacts, water harvesting was innovated by introducing demand-based irrigation systems with a link to agriculture value chains.
Pakistan faces chronically growing water issues, and demand-based irrigation system is the only way forward. DBI refers to delivery of predictable quantities of water at required time. It's most effective in the mountainous areas where water availability is low. DBIs consist of about 15,000 to 18,000 gallons storage capacity water tank, distributors, main pipelines, and water control systems. DBIs can easily be connected to high-efficiency drip delivery to high-value crops like potatoes in Batakundi, vegetables, and fruits. ILED has used lead-free PVC pipes for the DBIS, and this system has been built in accordance with USAID's environmentally sound best practices.
Kagan has been a very popular tourist destination among domestic tourists, and before the earthquake of 2005, more or less 175,000 tourists were going each year to visit Kagan in summer holidays. And after the earthquake, this sector was badly affected. Many hotels were demolished and many people lost their jobs, and the tourism right went down to the rock bottom. So when we started this project in 2007, we thought that it is very important to support this sector because it's contributing a lot in the local economy and is providing so many jobs to the local people. So that was the main reason that we decided to intervene in the tourism sector of Kagan Valley. So first thing was to basically help the hotels to reopen their businesses which were damaged and need repair and renovation. That we did. There were hotels in Naran, Shogran and Balakot which was badly destroyed or damaged. So we renovated hotels, we reconstructed 6 hotels in Shogran as a model hotels, and also at the same time we supported about 40 micro entrepreneurs who have been doing small businesses along the road, helping and serving tourists who are going towards Naran and other places in Kagan Valley. For that you need to have some activities which was not previously available, like if you have rafting or cycling or camping or trekking activities available for the tourists, so people can stay a bit longer time, and that will create a positive impact on the local economy also. If people stay longer, they will spend more money. And within 1 year, we saw that the tourism industry once again received 110,000 tourists in 2007.
ILED innovated by rebuilding ancient water-powered grain mills and combining them with hydroelectric power generation. What began as an experiment developed into an ILED subsector with revenues to operators and with social benefits.
In 1992, when the flood destroyed everything, we helped each other out by doing minor repairs to our destroyed buildings to keep our grain mills running. But even then, because of the moisture, our maize used to get spoiled. We shared our stories with ILED, and they helped us tremendously by providing us with cement, steel, and other materials to strengthen our building again. After this, we requested them for electricity, and ILED granted us that through a microhydel. So now with this microhydel and grain mill, everyone is happy. No flour is getting ruined by moisture, and everyone is happy that they have power in their house. 250 houses are benefiting from ILED's grants of microhydels. I feel so good that through ILED and myself we are making a change in this village. I wish that they would stay here for at least 10 more years.
अगर 10 साल और भी हमारी खिदमत करें तो फिर भी थोड़ी है।
After the earthquake of October 2005, USAID came to Siran Valley and did a marvelous job of increasing orchards and nurseries. I always wanted a nursery of my own, and that is why I contacted ILED and asked for a grant on which the people of my area can work. Thankfully, they gave me a grant which included a fence, toolkit, rootstocks, signwood, and seeds. Last year, I sold about 90,000 rupees worth of plants. I couldn't believe it, but then I saw the demand.